President Trump said he believes things would have gone much differently in Parkland, Florida, had there been an armed teacher on campus.
But the president's proposal is being met with some very strong criticism, even from members of his own party. Paula Tutman has been talking with local teachers and school leaders. And where do they stand on the debate, Paula?
Well, you know what? This, honestly, no pun intended, but this really is creating a firestorm. And so today, Representative Sherry Gay Dagnogo is actually taking issue with a comment that supposedly Detroit Police Chief James Craig said, where he said he believes that Detroit teachers should be armed. I spoke to the vice president of the Detroit Federation of Teachers. That's the union. He said, absolutely not. This is absolutely the wrong way to go. The union will not support it. I've spoken to many superintendents all across the metro area, and it's really difficult to find many who are in support of this. Novi High School is mammoth, a sprawling 500,000 square feet, and there is mounting concern over school shootings and the fact that they can happen anywhere.
You can't not think about it because it's such a present danger in our lives.
But there's an even bigger concern that the idea of arming teachers might be considered a viable fix to mass shootings at schools.
Just in talking to all the teachers in this building, and this is all anybody's talking about the past couple days, and in talking to the teachers that I'm connected with on social media, I haven't run into a single teacher yet who thinks this is a good idea. And I think that that speaks volume.
Hattie's husband is a police officer. She has guns in her home. She will not have them in her classroom.
I think that there's no good can come of having teachers armed in a building. I think our jobs are to work with students, to care about students, to get to know our students as people. And the second we become an armed guard, that changes that relationship in a way that you can't fix.
Superintendent Dr. Steve Matthews says the idea won't even be brought up for discussion.
Novi police come in and they see multiple people with guns. They don't know all of our teachers. Who do they think is a friend? Who do they think is a foe? It just does not make sense. It's an easy answer, but it's a wrong answer.
I feel like if I were to talk to a teacher, knowing that they have a gun with them, like feet away or inches away, it's just terrifying, and I just would not be learning at the level I do right now.
That the risks of things going wrong outweigh the possibility that things could go right, quote unquote. I think the idea that a teacher is gonna, conduct themselves in some heroic fashion and take out the bad guy, Wayne LaPierre, you need a good guy with a gun to take out a bad guy with a gun. In my mind, that's just sort of a fantasy.
Is really segueing away from the actual issue. Which to me is the fact that people are able to get these weapons where they can conduct mass murder in the first place.
Yeah, so the majority of the people I talked to talked about, listen, you've got to figure out mental health issues, but I think really the overwhelming opinion from people who are inside these schools was that the people who are suggesting that teachers, even well-trained teachers, carry guns are people who really don't understand how the inner workings of a school really work. Guys?
All right, the debate far from solved. Thank you, Paula.